Just a short video about the throttle body again, but how you can modify the standard throttle body to make it larger. So this is the standard one again, and very small, 35mm it measures at the back there. Now surprisingly, you can make quite decent power with the standard throttle body, so I wouldn't say it's the first thing to worry about when you're modifying things, but there will become a point when it becomes restrictive. Certainly people have made around about 200 horsepower with the standard throttle body. So of course you can always fit a bigger throttle body from another car, but that will involve making a adapter plate or welding on a plate to make it fit. So not everyone wants to go to that level. Not only that, you don't need to go much bigger. You may have heard of the Toyota MR2 throttle body being used, but in my opinion it's just way too big. I think they're about 60 or 65mm. Certainly 45mm would be more than enough to for a massive improvement in flow. I think something like 45mm compared to the standard 35 works out about 40% more flow. Just with that, doesn't sound like a big difference, 10mm, but when you see it, it does look a huge amount larger. So this is what's happened here then is the neck has been cut off, and then the throttle body board larger, and then a new neck has been inserted with a new flap made inside, and this one is 42mm. Also, you can see that what we have here is a single-sided shaft. If I compare that to the standard one, you can see the shaft that runs through on both sides. There we are. This one's been basically, the shaft is cut in half, so that also helps improve the flow, and the screws are countersunk, and the flap, if I can open it, try to, wrong way, let me change hands. Oh, can't drop the phone. The flap has been, might be able to see it, it's been profiled like what they call a knife edge flap, where it's nice and thin on the edges. Now also you can see underneath we've done a modification. So that's your cold start system where the water flows through, and on the previous video I talked about how they can become faulty. So it's just been chopped off, and then two barbed outlets have been screwed in. So that corresponds with the hole in the neck on that side, and then the hole or holes, as one's been blocked off. So what you can do with this is like a manual choke setup. Have a pipe or hose to inside the car with a manual valve, and then coming back from the other side of the valve to this, so you can vary the airflow through the throttle body for cold start. And well, you can close it up then once you've got a bit of heat in the engine. You can close that off, but that'll give you a way of getting good airflow for cold start, like a manual choke. So the advantage also is because there's no coolant passing through the throttle body, it's going to heat up less, which is good for inlet air temperatures. Less heat close to the throttle body. I've got another one here. It's very similar, but it has been made actually slightly larger. This is 44mm. This time you have got the standard shaft. And on this one, again, it's been cut off underneath but sealed up with some resin stuff. But you can still incorporate a system for increased airflow for cold starts by taking a feed off the back of the plenum, again to a valve, so bleeding some air or allowing some air to get into the plenum is going to have the same effect of increasing the idle speed for cold starts. So, you know, a nice feature a nice feature with this type of system, it's a throttle body like this, it's going to bolt straight on. All you have to do is to enlarge the hole on the plenum neck to match, make a new gasket, and see the size difference. I like them. Oops, not good with the shadows, is it? That's a bit better. So it doesn't sound like much, 35mm to 45, but when you actually see it, it's a vast improvement. This one's slightly smaller, 42mm, without that shaft, double shaft, or the standard shaft, and the countersunk screws. You know, the flow is going to be quite similar, I think, through that anyway. Probably won't do any videos for a few days or maybe even a week, because I'm going to be working on a cylinder head. I've got a cylinder head that's been ported, but it's not great in places. It could do with a bit more work, so I'm going to strip that down and tidy that up a bit more. So I'll probably make some short videos as I work my way through that, and then hopefully, if I can work out how to do it, join them up together, and then can upload it as one new video. So yeah, I'll probably be fiddling around for a few days with that cylinder head. I'll have to well, I'm going to check the valves as well, check they're lapped in properly, so you know, there could be a couple of short videos while I do that work.